Good evening, everyone. I'm back again, and it's nighttime here. I just wanted to come on here and talk about some of the things that are on my mind, and that's self-confidence. You know, I think what really bites or eats into our self-confidence is first of all too much self-criticism. No, I have this friend, and it's been a while since I heard from that person. But they always used to say, "Hey, girl, sometimes you have to ask yourself, in the grand scheme of things, does this really matter?" And it's like, why does that question even mean anything? But when you criticize yourself so much or so hard, you have to ask yourself, by whose standard or by whose ideas or by whose personality are you holding yourself up to? So it could come in the form of your academics, your looks, and sometimes we tend to pick at what really doesn't mean anything. So, for example, you might be doing well in class, or you might be okay. For example, let me take myself. Sometimes I in the past I used to look at my weight, and it will surprise you to know I'm really an average weight person. But weird thing is, because I look too much at my image in the mirror and what I thought people would want me to look like, and it's not only what you think people will think you look like, or some people actually have the nerve to come up to you and tell you, hey, you are too slim or you're too thin, especially in the part of the world I live in. Thick women, or having a lot of weight or a little bit of weight, and sorry, that was the cat. Yeah, but having a lot of weight is considered more beautiful. At least not so much weight, but just a little bit. At least that's what they say. Yeah. But you really have to ask yourself, by whose standard? And you have to ask yourself, what standard, or how does that person's standard measure up to health, for example? So if you are healthy enough, I don't think you should be worried about your weight and how people see you. And when you absorb so much of what people think of you, and you look at how to please people, or I'll talk about pleasing people later. But yeah, when you absorb that, it becomes a voice that speaks to you, and eventually you end up losing focus on yourself. So eventually, with the weight gain thingy, I started thinking, oh, what about I eat margarine, and it took someone, a relative, to tell me, hey, girl, if it's really weight gain you're after, just allow your body to do what it's doing, and with time you become whatever you want to become. As in, and she was like, when you were younger you were not this weight, but now as you're growing, you see you are becoming different. Your body is changing. Since you can't predict absolutely what you end up becoming, you have to let it be. By the way, those are banana trees behind. Yeah. So now I look at myself, I'm like, yeah, that was several years ago. I no longer have that problem with my weight. I like it. And I get compliments all the time because I've realized I don't need to criticize myself too much. And once you lose that that voice, it changes how you carry yourself. You become more confident, and it shows through. And really, that's what matters. That is a dog. And I think I'm scaring it, but let me move that. Oh, it's running. Yeah. Now to the next thing. One other thing that can crash your self-confidence is people pleasing. And I mean, there's one thing to want to make everybody happy, but there's another to want to bend over backwards just to make people happy, if you get me. So if you're the type of person who is a yes person trying to make everybody feel happy, then you're in for a few blows, major blows to your self-confidence. There are two different people in this world, and some have behavioral tendencies or personalities. Talk of the terms we hear: narcissism, different types of bad personalities are out there. So if you make it your life's goal to please everybody, to do stuff for everybody, then you are in for a shocker. You are in for a lot of disappointment. And if you're a people pleaser, the mistake you will tend to make is that you would do things or accept to do things that you really cannot do. So you end up being stressed, and you end up even doing it poorly. And because of that, someone might say something and it will crush you. So just keep it at the back of your mind. If you want to do something for someone, make sure it's something you can do within that time that you promised the person that you would do it, and do it to the extent you can do. I'm not saying don't be selfless. Be selfless, but remember, you're just a human being. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, you have to protect your self-confidence, because when you lose, it's like a guard. It's like a wall. It guards you. When you're confident within yourself, nobody else can make you feel otherwise. And you have to be sure, to put in the effort to get what you want to get. One other thing that will blow your self-confidence is if you are not working hard enough. You are not working hard enough for the thing you want. So if you say you want to do very well in school, and you don't study hard, you don't study, you will end up not doing as well as you wish you would have, and that would bring your self-esteem or self-confidence down. Yeah. So I would end it here. The video is becoming too long. There are other things I would like to talk about in the future. I'm not going to be able. I don't know if I would be able to do a lot, But it's like I'm taking advantage of the fact that we are home for the coronavirus, and I'm done with most of my exams. So let's see. I might do a video on jealousy and how to spot it. I might do a video on how to make stuff, just DIYing because I have a lot of things I want to do. So yeah, I don't know. I'm new to this, but please subscribe and comment. I don't know. Let's see how this goes. I'm new to this and I hope to have fun with you. Yeah, so bye.